Hello and welcome to this live webcast that's coming to you from the Stratford Shakespeare Festival. I'm Antoni Cimolino, the General Director of the Stratford Shakespeare Festival. We're here in the lobby of the Festival Theatre, and today I have a great pleasure of being with Irene Poole, who's playing Kate in the Taming of the Shrew. Hello, Irene.
Hello.
And Evan Buliung, who's playing Petruchio in the Shrew. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
So thanks for carving out a bit of time from your busy schedule. You had a show this afternoon.
Yes.
Fantastic audience.
Yeah? How variable are the audiences? I mean, do some audiences find it funnier than others, or are they pretty consistent in terms of response?
Fairly consistent.
Yeah, I think they're
Interestingly, we found the high school students really very engaged
Right.
and very responsive to the show, but generally audiences are very responsive. And
So when you say it's a fantastic audience, it's because they're with you all the way through?
yeah, lots of great energy coming back to us.
Great, great. Listen, we're going to go in a moment towards a clip and actually see a piece of the work that Irene and Evan do so beautifully together. But before we do that, let's talk a little bit about where you're at in terms of when you open the show, how many performances you've done since then, the rehearsal process, and a little bit about the plot itself, in case anybody in our audience isn't familiar with the story. So you opened about a month ago now.
We opened May 31st.
Right.
And this was a very interesting rehearsal process for us because we actually started rehearsals at the end of January. And we rehearsed for about 8 weeks.
I think so.
Did a dress rehearsal on March 14th.
Wow.
And then sort of put the show away, but for a once-a-week review until the end of May, so very...
Yeah, 2-month hiatus.
And so your director, Peter Hinton, came and was able to see those reviews, but then he really was more present when you were doing the previews, I guess.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so that's quite a bit of time. You've been living with this 6 months now.
A long time. It's been great, and we've been playing for about a month and a bit. Although it's always really fresh because we only do about 2 shows a week, sometimes 3, but mostly 2. So it always feels like we're coming at it very, very, very new and fresh. Not like we've been doing it for 6 months.
Yeah, okay. Evan, in many ways, this story is sort of the Petruchio story because we get a point of attack which kind of introduces us to his then meeting Kate. What is Petruchio about? Like, who is this man?
I think Petruchio is one of the most misunderstood characters in Shakespeare, and myself included. Right, when I came to the role, I would never have thought of myself as a Petruchio, and I think when Peter and I sat down and talked about it, we found sort of a beautiful common ground where it's dealing with this youngish man who's
young. Come on,
we'll throw in the ish there.
Please.
Youngish man who's sort of lost everything and is sort of lost and is he's wandering through the world and he thinks finding a rich girl and marrying her will solve all his problems.
So very mercenary off the top.
Yeah, very mercenary, but also very human. I think it's a kind of a fault in humanity, and also at that period when the play was written in Elizabethan times, it was more about survival than necessarily love or any number of those things. So I think Petruchio goes through a very long journey of discovering what is actually essential and what is actually important, and I think along the way he meets his Kate, who is his equal on so many levels, through wit, through physicality, and through love, inevitably.
So he meets his Kate because she is the elder daughter of a two sisters, and there are a lot of people interested in marrying your younger
The other sister.
Terrible. This would never happen to you, but it's happening in this play.
You never know.
So there's commercial value
Yeah.
in making sure the elder of the 2 girls finds a suitor because dad wants the older of the 2
He can get a very good price for
Right.
the younger sister, not so much for the older sister.
Ouch.
So until she's out of the way, he can't get to the bidding war with the younger sister.
And so the only problem is that she has a particular personality, this Kate, this older sister.
Yeah, she's angry. She often behaves in a way that's outside of the acceptable bounds of society at that time. So I think people don't want to have a lot to do with her because she's unpredictable. She's kind of mad, and so luckily for her, she meets Petruchio, who is as mad and crazy as she is. And from there, they figure out how to live together in the world. And her father gives her away. She has no choice in this matter. I mean, I suppose she could. She could walk away, she could run away, I guess, but she doesn't want to. I think there's a part of her that immediately is grabbed by Petruchio, and she sticks with it. She stays there to see what's going to happen.
Okay, that's an excellent point of departure for this clip that we would show you now. So again, the clip has Irene and Evan playing Kate and Petruchio, and here we go.
Good morrow, Kate. So that's your name, I hear.
Well, have you heard? But something hard of hearing. They call me Catherine, that do talk of me.
Well, you lie in faith, for you are called plain Kate, and bonny Kate, and sometimes Kate the Cursed. But Kate, the prettiest Kate in Christendom, Kate of Kate Hall, my super dainty Kate, for dainties are all Kates, and therefore Kate, take this of me, Kate of my consolation. Hearing thy mildness praised in every town, thy virtue spoke of, and thy beauty sounded, yet not so deeply as to thee belongs, myself am moved to woo thee for my wife.
Moved in good time. Let him that moved you hither remove you hence. I knew you at first you were immovable.
Why, what's immovable?
A joint stool.
Ah, thou hast hit it! Come, sit on me!
Asses are made to bear, and so are you.
Women are made to bear, and so are you.
No such jade as you of me you mean.
Oh, alas, good Kate, I will not burden thee, knowing thee to be but young and light.
Too light for such a swain as you to catch, and yet as heavy as my weight should be.
Should buzz.
Oh, well taken, and like a buzzard.
Oh, slow-winged turtle dove, shall a buzzard take thee?
Aye, for a turtle as he takes a bug.
Oh, come, you wasp! In faith, you are too angry.
If I be waspish, best beware my sting.
My remedy is then to pluck it out.
Aye, if the fool could find it where it lies.
Who knows not where a wasp does wear his sting? In his tail.
In his tongue.
Whose tongue?
Yours. If you talk of tales, and so farewell.
What, with my tongue in your tail?